Using printed advertisement to promote products is a popular marketing technique. However, this study aims to examine the effect on consumers' attitude and intention to buy. By changing the advertised language from Arabic to English among university students in the study of a particular significance. Science, it is a start point to increase the awareness of effects using English language text and advertisement on consumers' attitude and intention to buy. The researchers employed causal effect experiment approach to uncover the changes of consumers' attitude toward the products, the advertise itself and intention to buy.
The language of a text used in an advertisement is one of the major paths to affect communication. While we want to examine the nature of customer attitude towards a product, we also want to know how the customer will respond to the advertisement itself.
Effects of changing the language of printed advertisement on consumers' attitude and intention to purchase are complex. This study unravels some of that complexity truth and experimentation English advertisement effect on consumers' attitude toward the product, advertisement itself and intention to buy.
Our result show the respondents who were given the advertisement in English were more likely to like the product compared to those who have been shown the advertisement in the Arabic. This means that the language of an advertisement determines whether participants like the product or not.
The choice of words used in the copy of an advert is clearly crucial to the way that the manufacturers want us to feel about their product. It is often the subtle differences between words, feelings, and meanings that can make a big difference. Similar to the presentation techniques that we have already discussed, the language or copy of the advert also has associations that the advertisers would like us to remember when reading their adverts. At the heart of any advert is the slogan. This is a short phrase that attempts to highlight the main points of the advert for the reader. Slogans rely on associating the product with a particular image or emotion. Often it involves repeating the first letter in a series of words. This is called alliteration. Slogans also use assonance, which is repeating a sound within a series of words. Sometimes they use a word that has more than one meaning. This is called punning. Slogans are designed to stick in your mind and remind you of the advert and the message that the manufacturer of that particular product would like you to receive. Familiar slogans that you may recognise are Tesco's, "Every little helps," Nike's, "Just do it," and Odeon Cinemas, "First for films." Choosing the right words for the slogan can be very difficult, as people often associate different meanings with words. Advertisers have to be careful that their slogan has no negative associations. For example, in a past coffee advert, the slogan was, "The essence of Colombia at its purest." If someone associated the word purest in the slogan for the word cleanest, this may result in negative associations. These two words mean similar things, but purest suggests a more refined nature to the coffee, and that the producers have taken great care over its production. But clean suggests a more germ-free situation. Therefore, a negative image of a more manufactured coffee may be associated with this product. This would contradict the images in the advert that show the lush green hills of Colombia. Let's consider alliteration more carefully. Remember, this is when the sound at the beginning of a word is repeated in close succession. Just like the Odeon Cinemas slogan, "First for film," the repetition of the F helps the customer remember the slogan, as it emphasises that Odeon Cinemas are always the first to show the latest film. Now, this may not necessarily be the case, but their slogan suggests that this is so. The slogan also uses the technique of the triplet. The triplet adds to the lyrical effect of the phrase and increases our ability to memorise the message. This is also true of Tesco's Every Little Helps slogan, which also uses assonance. The repetition of the eh sound increases the poetic effect of the slogan and is therefore easier for us to remember. Nike's Just Do It also uses the triplet, as well as one other important rule of advertising, that the copy should always kiss. This is short for keep it short and simple, which is exactly what Nike has done here. A useful rule that advertisers and journalists stick to is that sentences should be ideally no longer than 20 words. This is to make sure that as many people as possible can understand the advert. Another technique that Nike has also employed is the use of the active verb do. This promotes its association with activity, sport, and movement.